The majority of firemen, I would say, work two jobs. I know very few that don't. Even when they get older and their children have moved out, they're still working two jobs. So, yeah, we see him less. I sometimes feel like I'm a single parent. I think it's not just firemen, really. It's about workers in general in this country, where we live in a country where wages are not just stagnating, they're falling for the average American, where our bills are becoming more and more expensive. The cost of living is rising. The cost of gas has gone up. Your utilities have gone up. And it's really squeezing people to where people, it's like you're learning how to swim and you're trying to keep your head above and you're paddling, but you can feel the water. You can feel it. You can feel it coming. And you know eventually you're going to go down. And I think that for the vast majority of Americans to work so hard and to give so much of their time, so much of their family time, so much of their talent to a job, and to be so underappreciated is just wrong. It doesn't matter if you're a fireman, if you're a teacher, if you're a trash collector, if you work at McDonald's. It doesn't matter. You should be valued, and you should make a living that you can live on. It's outrageous, really, what's happening to people and what's happening to the middle class of this country. It's one of the reasons why I always say to people, unions are so important. They're not perfect, but they're important. And that they're important because they protect you. They protect you against the big, corporation that does not care if you can pay your bills. They do not care if you can take your children to the doctor. They do not care if you can put shoes on your children's feet or food in their mouth. And I think that history shows that.
As we reflect on Captain Goodwin's life, it is clear that his deeds, his service, and his great work as a Philadelphia firefighter have led him to eternal peace. It is now our job to comfort and to heal each other and to strive to be as good of heart as Captain Goodwin was. Let his legacy be a guiding force in our lives, for that is the best way to honor his sacrifice.
I've written a eulogy. I've planned his funeral. I've done these things because this city has no regard for his life or for the lives of the people he works with. And that's terrifying. I think they deserve better. I think we deserve better. I don't want to sit my kids down one day and say, Daddy's never coming home from work. Be proud of your father because he sacrificed his life in service to the city. You know what I mean? I don't want that to be his legacy. I always say to people, when you feel hopeless, that's the time to do something, because through action comes hope. That's where you get your hope. When you go out and you do something to make a change, that's when you feel, you know what, this is possible. And people in this city really do care, and they really do have respect and regard for for the brave men and women that do this job. It's just the leaders have lost sight of that. The leaders in this city have lost sight of what their citizens want. Either they've lost sight of it or they just don't care.